Well, they have effectively a blank check policy with no clear strategic objective identified. These things can escalate, and I don't think it's in our interest to be getting into proxy war with China getting involved over things like the borderlands or over Crimea. So I think it would behoove them to identify what is the strategic objective that they're trying to achieve. But just saying it's an open-ended blank check, that is not acceptable.
Getting more details by the hour from the Biden administration. They're keeping a lot of this under wraps until Joe Biden's safely in Poland, which he is now, according to the White House press pack that travels with him. They've released these photos taken by one of the photographers that was allowed to travel along with the president. And they've revealed the details of just how secret this was, only told last Friday that this was going to happen, but all the details were being sent in emails addressed as a golf tournament, and they had to hand over their phones in America. They weren't allowed them back until after the whole visit had taken place. So just showing how difficult this was from a security perspective. This is a US president going into a war zone not controlled by the US military. The previous presidents have gone to Iraq and Afghanistan as modern comparisons, but those are areas controlled by the US military at the time. This was a hope and a prayer for many aspects of the security, and 3 hours notice for the Russians as they went in to say, look, if you do have any activity in that area, you could be taking out the president. And so this shows just the extraordinary risk that was taken here. But the US President Joe Biden said it was important to show that solidarity with Ukraine on the 1-year anniversary of the Russian invasion.
But Russia's aim was to wipe Ukraine off the map. Putin's war of conquest is failing. Russia's military has lost half its territory it once occupied. Young, talented Russians are fleeing by the tens of thousands, not wanting to come back to Russia because they see no future in their country. Russia's economy is now a backwater, isolated and struggling.
Ukraine is grateful to you, Mr. President, to all the US citizens, to all those who cherish freedom just as we cherish them.
Now, Joe Biden is set to give a major address in Poland, which was ostensibly the purpose of this trip. At the same time, Vladimir Putin's expected to give a major speech on this 1-year anniversary. So tensions are certainly mounting as we come to mark 1 year since Russia invaded Ukraine.